Ezra here, and I hope you're all doing well and you're having a good day today. Today I'm going to read you a book, a really fun one with poems called Giant Children by Brode Bagert and pictures by Ted Arnold. And I hope you like this one. Say, sing, dance, seize the day, take a chance. The time is now, no need to wait. See, say, sing, create. Giant children. Psst, listen very closely. There's something you should know. It's all about a giant school where giant children go. Pages turn at giant speed as giant children learn to read, and giant brains are really quick when working on arithmetic. They pound the beat on giant drums and finger paint with giant thumbs, sing giant songs with giant lips, and boogie dance with giant hips. Giant shoes on giant feet and giant giggles when they meet. I watch them hour after hour, giant kids with giant power. I'm just the classroom hamster, but I promise you it's true that this is the school where giants go, and the giant kids are you. Heartstopper. I'm standing on the stage. The play's about to start, and the only sound I hear is the pounding of my heart. It was everything I wanted, my fantasy, my goal. So I tried out for this play, and I got the leading role. I learned my lines, I practiced, I came to so very far. I dreamed about this moment, I was going to be a star. So here I am on stage, and the play's about to start. My life was so much simpler before I got this part. Pretty ribbon. I went for a walk by Cypress Lake, and halfway around I spotted a snake. A ribbon snake. Pretty as could be, the prettiest snake you'll ever see. I put that snake in a paper sack, then turned around and started back. I'm a sweet little brother I always share, and now I have a ribbon for my little sister's hair. Jaws. When the turtle bit my brother, he made an awful sound. He ran around the house. He fell screaming to the ground. So I whispered to the turtle, I'd like to be your friend, especially if you promise me you'll bite my brother again. Giddy up! That horsey is so big, I said. I'm so very small. And I'm so very small. Please don't put me up there, Mom. I'm scared that I might fall. But she sat me in the saddle with a reassuring grin. And when I whispered, giddy up, he took off like the wind. He ran through a forest full of branches and trees. So I lowered my head and squeezed with my knees. I said to myself, it's time to be bold. Somehow I've got to take over control. I was gone 3 days. Mom thought I was lost, but it shook me that long to show him who's boss. I can't believe I was so afraid that I might fail. But I wonder, yes, if I do you think I could saddle a whale? Stinky boys. I hold my baby brother all powdered, sweet, and pink. But when he makes a funny face, his diaper starts to stink. And that's when I remember the baby brother rule. Someday he's going to grow up like those stinky boys at school. Warning to all children. This poem is totally disgusting and should not under any circumstances be recited to a grown-up. Booger love. I love this little booger, all shiny, green, and black. You can hold it for a minute, but I want my booger back. It stays right here where I put it. It sure knows how to stick, and if it gets too dry, I just need a little lick. I can hold it on my finger, I can flick it in the air. I can stick it underneath a desk or underneath a chair. I can make a ball and roll it just to see which way it goes. I love this booger anywhere except inside my nose. Gross, but funny. There's a goblin in my throat. There's a goblin in my throat, and he's such a nasty goat. He always wants his way with the words I try to say. If I try to say clown, he changes to a frown. If I try to say daisy, he changes it to lazy. If I try to say wink, he changes it to stink. It's very hard to believe to be nice with a goblin in your throat, but still I love hate because life is so beautiful, ugly, and you're sweet as and this suggests salt. You see, there's something terrible I say. Are really not my fault. Yummy clothes. When we studied Hawaii, the 50th state, we were all so excited we just couldn't wait. And then our teacher walked into our class wearing a skirt that was made out of grass. What if a cow, I began to suppose, came into the room and ate all her clothes? But I'm not a cow, I'm a kid named Eddie. So you're safe, Mrs. Jones. Just don't wear spaghetti. The buffalo in the library. At school in the library in section 811, I saw a big brown buffalo who was having lots of fun. His nose was in a book of poems about trees and grass and birds, but that buffalo wasn't reading, he was eating up the words. I like you, Mr. Buffalo, and I know you have to feed, but please don't eat my poetry books. I need those books to read. I'll take you to the playground and give you grass instead, but poetry is the food I need to feed my hungry head. Chocolate Maniac. I love my mother, I love my dad, I love my brother, though he drives me mad. My teacher, she is fine and dandy, but I really love my chocolate candy. I eat it when it's hot, I eat it when it's cold, I eat it when it's fresh, I eat it when it's old. I eat it by the ounce. I eat it by the pound. I eat it out at the table. I eat it off the ground. I eat it and eat it till my belly's going to pop. Then I eat a little more. I don't know how to stop. Oh, I love that chocolate taste. Oh, so gooey, sweet, and thick. But I've eaten way too much and I feel a little sick. I have got to learn to stop. I have got to go take control. I'll give chocolate a fever when I'm 99 years old. Fly food. I went up in a swing, up ever so high. Then I opened my mouth and I swallowed a fly. I thought of fly legs and those sticky fly feet that walk on the yucky things flies like to eat. It's the second worst thing that could possibly be. It could be worse if the fly swallowed me.